Happy weekend to you all. Today we'll be discussing justification and denial. When you justify, you give reasons why something is done or not done. And when you continue to justify something, you are preventing yourself from accepting a certain reality or your inabilities to do something. And once you continue to justify that, you cannot move on. You can only move on when you accept your inabilities and your faults and you are willing to change. When you are in denial, you prevent yourself from accepting a certain reality and you want to wish it away. You cannot wish things away, especially those that are in existence. You can't wish it away. You have to accept it and find solutions to it. We all know that the system is hard, and so there are no jobs in Ghana. A lazy man and an irresponsible man will blame his inability to provide for his family on the fact that there are no jobs. And so he would rather sit at home or sit under a tree, play cards and draft with his friends and blame his inability to provide for his family on the system. Somebody, a man who is responsible and a hard worker, knowing that he is supposed to provide for his family, will go out there no matter the condition and go and look for a job, no matter how meager that job is. They can become a security man, they sell in traffic, they carry concrete, anything that can give them money to provide for food for their family, they will do it because they know it is their responsibilities. And that is the difference we have between the NDC, NJM, and the Nana Akufo-Addo NNPP. When JM was faced with Dumsor, JM didn't blame Dumsor on anybody, knowing that the issue of Dumsor happened because of the past and because past government could not increase electricity generation. It resulted to Dumsor in JM's era. He didn't blame anybody. Do we all remember what Kufuor did when he was faced with an electricity problem or shortage in the Akosombo Dam? Kufuor took religious leaders to Akosombo Dam to pray so that rain will fall for the Akosombo Dam to fill. That is a precedent. Praying for problems that can be solved by man to be solved. JM looked for a solution for Dumsor and left. JM knew that there was a crisis in health sector, and so he needed to provide more infrastructure in the health sector. He did, and that provision led to an increase in enrollment of health personnel, including nurses. JM expanded the airport and expanded the port because he knew we needed more revenue, and that created jobs. What is the NPP and Nana Akufo-Addo doing? They came and they decided to justify their inabilities and their incompetencies. Oh, COVID came. After COVID, there is Russia-Ukraine war, and these are the reasons why they can operate. Meanwhile, they have the resources to operate. When it rains or when you build a house, you are building the house to wither all storms, whether dry or wet season. And so when it rains, the same magnitude of rain in your community, you wake up and all the houses are standing and your house collapses. You can't blame the collapse of your house on the rain, but it is as a result of what you use to build your house or where your house is sited. That is what caused the collapse of your house and not the rain. The world was affected by a phenomenon that was beyond everybody's control. The world is existing. Countries are existing and moving forward, including the neighboring countries of Ghana. But it is only Ghana that has collapsed. And so people, common sense will tell us that the collapse or the crash of Ghana's economy has nothing to do with COVID and Russia-Ukraine. It is the individuals that were in charge of the system. The lazy and irresponsible people that fail to identify their duties to the people are the ones. The leader who will still prefer to have a large government, instead of reducing. The question you have to ask is that there are countries that are having 100 times our population and they are using less people to work. Why is Ghana using more people to work when the system cannot support it? And so it has nothing to do with the prevailing circumstances. It is the government and Nana Akufo-Addo who are irresponsible, who do not care about how the system works. And so they are not finding solution, and they will keep. The only constant thing in this government is lying, justification. That is all they do. The Dagabes have a saying that those who beg during the lean season or the dry season are those who refuse to farm when it was raining. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to follow my YouTube page, Florence Zeniel, and my Facebook page. I'll come again soon. Have a good day.